Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm the invisible sister, the one who's never quite good enough. That's how it's always been in our family. Melissa shines, and I fade into the background. Did you see Melissa's report card? All A's again? My mother would beam at the dinner table while my B plus in advanced chemistry sat unacknowledged. Look how beautiful Melissa looks in her prom dress. She's going to be homecoming queen for sure. Meanwhile, I'd be the one helping her with her hair. Invisible in my own right. That pattern never stopped. Even now at 28, with a respectable assistant editor position at Style Today magazine, my family acts like I'm unemployed. When are you going to get a real job, Hannah? Dad asked at Christmas. Melissa's already made junior partner at her law firm. I stare at my closet, anxiety building as I flip through options for Melissa's bridal shower today. Everything feels wrong until I spot it. The dress Vivian Chen gave me after our interview last month. Cream-colored with subtle geometric stitching, it looks simple but cost more than my rent. Vivian's not huge yet, but fashion insiders know she's about to explode onto the scene. My phone rings. It's Patricia, my mother. Hannah, are you awake? You better not be late to your sister's bridal shower. I'm up, Mom. Getting dressed now. What are you wearing? Nothing too creative, I hope. This is at the Wellington Hotel, not some downtown art gallery. I glance at the Vivian Chen dress. Just something simple, Mom. Good. Remember, this is Melissa's special day. All her firm partners will be there. And Brandon's family has certain expectations. Of course. Brandon, the perfect fiancé for the perfect sister. Old money, great teeth, country club membership since birth. Don't worry, I won't embarrass the family legacy. Don't be dramatic, Hannah. Just try to fit in, okay? Oh, and Tiffany organized a group gift from the bridesmaids, so don't make a big deal about whatever little thing you brought. Tiffany, the maid of honor, and Melissa's clone since college. Great. Got it. See you soon. I hang up and look in the mirror. The dress fits perfectly, making me look elegant in an understated way. I pair it with simple pearl earrings and nude heels. For once, I actually feel good about how I look. The Uber pulls up to the Wellington's circular drive. Through the windows, I can see crystal chandeliers and women in pastel dresses air-kissing each other. My stomach knots as I recognize Melissa's laugh cutting through the din. You getting out, miss? The driver looks at me in the rear view. Yeah, sorry. I step out, smoothing my dress. A doorman nods as I pass. Inside, everything is cream and gold and perfect, just like Melissa. I take a deep breath and enter the lion's den, clutching my carefully wrapped gift, a vintage silk scarf I found through a magazine contact. It's one of a kind, but I already know it won't be enough. Melissa spots me from across the room and waves, her smile not quite reaching her eyes. Here we go again. I weave through the crowd toward Melissa, who's surrounded by her usual entourage. Her engagement ring catches the light as she gestures, probably recounting some hilarious courtroom victory. You made it. I was beginning to wonder. Melissa air kisses both my cheeks, leaving a faint smudge of her signature coral lipstick. Everyone. My little sister finally arrived. Congratulations again. I hand her my gift, wrapped in hand-printed paper I'd spent an hour selecting. Melissa passes it to Tiffany without even glancing at it. Add it to the pile, Tiff. We'll open them after lunch. Tiffany eyes me up and down. Interesting choice, Hannah. Very simple. Thanks for coming, Hannah. A deep voice saves me from responding. Brandon appears beside Melissa, placing his hand on the small of her back. He's tall with kind eyes that don't match the Brooks brothers' polish of the rest. Can I get you a drink? She's fine, Melissa answers for me. Mom was looking for you by the dessert table, Hannah. Brandon frowns slightly. I was asking Hannah, babe. I'll take a white wine, thanks. I smile gratefully at Brandon. Melissa tightens her grip on his arm. Actually, honey, could you check if the caterers brought out the gluten-free options? Aunt Cindy was complaining. Brandon hesitates, then nods. Sure. Nice seeing you, Hannah. We should catch up later. As he walks away, Melissa's smile hardens. Don't monopolize my fiancé, Hannah. He's just being polite. I wasn't. Hannah, there you are. Mom appears, immaculate in a pale blue dress that probably cost a month of my salary. I see you found your sister. Melissa, darling, the Wellington outdid themselves. Everything is perfect. Tiffany materializes with a clipboard. Gift opening in 10 minutes, Melissa. I've arranged everything by category. The next hour drags as Melissa theatrically opens monogrammed crystal, silver serving trays, and Egyptian cotton sheets. When she reaches my small package, she barely tears the paper. Oh, a scarf. She holds it up for a millisecond. Vintage looking. Thanks, Hannah. Tiffany scribbles something on her gift list. Is that from a thrift store? It's actually from... Next up, from the Williamson family. Tiffany hands Melissa a massive box. After gifts, waiters circulate with champagne flutes. Brandon's father stands to toast the couple. To Brandon and Melissa, a perfect match in every way. Everyone clinks glasses. I sip my champagne, relieved the spotlight is off me. Hey, everyone! Melissa suddenly calls out, glass raised. I just want to say how happy I am you're all here, especially my little sister who clearly raided the bargain bin for this special occasion. The room erupts in laughter. My cheeks burn as I look down at my dress. I mean, we're at the Wellington, not Target, Melissa continues. But that's our Hannah, always... unique. Tiffany and the bridesmaids giggle loudly. Mom looks mortified but says nothing. Brandon shifts uncomfortably, studying his champagne. All right, family photo time. The photographer claps his hands. Bride's family by the floral arch, please. We shuffle into position. Melissa adjusts her designer dress and examines me critically. Hannah, maybe you should stand in the back row. Your outfit might clash with the color scheme we planned. Dad clears his throat. Melissa, that's not necessary. It's fine, I say quietly, moving to the back. As the photographer arranges us, I notice a striking woman in a sleek pantsuit enter the room. She pauses, her eyes landing directly on my dress. A flicker of recognition crosses her face, followed by something else. Surprise, then determination. She walks purposefully toward our group, and somehow I know everything is about to change. The stylish woman approaches me, ignoring the photographer's protests. That dress looks stunning on you, she says. Melissa laughs. Are you serious? It's probably from some discount rack. Hannah isn't exactly shopping on Madison Avenue. Is that so? The woman smiles coolly. Interesting assumption. We're in the middle of family photos, Tiffany cuts in. I'm sorry for interrupting. I'm Vivian Chen. The room goes quiet. Tiffany's smug expression freezes. The designer? Someone whispers. Vivian nods. Yes, your sister is wearing one of my pieces from my pre-release collection that won't be available for 3 months. This is the geometric whisper dress from my Spring Awakening line, she continues. It's being featured in next month's Vogue. The retail price will be just under $4,000. Melissa's expression shifts from mockery to horror. 4,000? The stitching pattern took 6 weeks to perfect. Each dress is handmade with Italian materials. I only released 12 pieces for industry insiders. Vivian turns to me. You must be Hannah from Style Today? Yes, that's me. Melissa jumps in, voice suddenly sweet. I was just joking about the bargain bin thing. Sisterly teasing, right? I say nothing. Hannah! Mom appears, gripping my arm. You never told us about your fashion connections. Brandon steps forward. So the dress you've been mocking is actually worth more than yours? Melissa stammers. I wasn't mocking. Yes, by about $2,000, Vivian answers. Tiffany attempts recovery. It does look nice up close. Rebecca rolls her eyes. You said it looked like it came from a thrift store. Would you mind if we took a photo together for my Instagram? Vivian asks me. It's rare to see my designs worn so well outside a photo shoot. Brandon's mother joins us. Is this the sister in fashion? How fascinating! I'm learning all kinds of things today, Brandon says, looking at Melissa with new awareness. As Vivian positions beside me for the photo, I see Melissa frantically whispering to Tiffany, panic in their eyes. Your sister has quite an eye for fashion. Vivian says loudly enough for everyone to hear. In fact, I'd love to talk to you about some opportunities at my studio. We're expanding our editorial team. Really? I can hardly believe what I'm hearing. Absolutely. The way you styled this piece shows real vision. She hands me her business card. Call my office on Monday. Dad appears, beaming with pride. That's my girl. Always knew you'd make your mark. I almost laugh at how quickly the tables have turned. For years, Melissa was the golden child while I was the disappointing daughter. Now everyone's looking at me like I'm somebody. Melissa forces her way over, pulling Brandon along. We should take a family photo with Vivian, don't you think? Since she and Hannah are such good friends. Actually, Brandon says, gently removing her hand from his arm. I think you've had enough photos for today. Melissa stares at Brandon in shock while guests cluster around me, suddenly interested in my fashion knowledge. Your dress is exquisite, a woman says, touching the fabric reverently. Vivian smiles. Hannah has a natural eye for design. That's why I'd like to offer you a position at my studio as editorial director. My jaw drops. Are you serious? Completely. Call my office Monday. I spot Melissa slipping into the hallway, gesturing for me to follow. In a small sitting room, she switches on the waterworks. I'm so sorry about what I said. You know I was just kidding around. Sisters tease each other. That's not teasing, Melissa. That's humiliation, and it's been my whole life. Don't be dramatic. I've always supported you. Name one time. She opens her mouth, then closes it. Exactly. Remember my high school art show? You told everyone my painting looked like a third grader did it. That was years ago. Are you seriously holding grudges? It's not a grudge when it's an ongoing pattern. The door opens. Brandon enters. Everything okay? No, Melissa snaps. My sister is ruining my day. Actually, you did that yourself. Brandon turns to me. Hannah, I should have spoken up. I'm sorry. Thank you. Are you taking her side? Melissa gasps. I'm seeing things clearly for the first time, Brandon says. It wasn't the joke that bothered me. It was how quickly you changed when you thought Hannah had valuable connections. Mom slips in. There you are. Everyone's wondering where the bride went. Mom, did you hear what he just said to me? Darling, maybe now isn't the time for family discussions. I'm leaving anyway, I say. Mom grabs my arm. Hannah, please apologize to your sister. For what? Wearing a nice dress? For making a scene? I didn't make the scene, Mom. Melissa did. 2 months later, I'm back at the Wellington for Melissa's wedding. As Vivian's new editorial director, I'm wearing another of her designs, a midnight blue gown that turns heads. That's her, someone whispers as I find my seat. The sister who works with Vivian Chen. Did you hear what happened at the bridal shower? Melissa walks down the aisle, perfect as always. But when people look at our family now, they don't just see her. They see me too. At the reception, Melissa approaches me, Brandon trailing behind. You look nice, she manages. Thanks, congratulations. So you're really working for that designer now? With her, not for her. We're launching a new collection next month. Melissa forces a smile. That's great. As she walks away, Brandon lingers. You know, your sister hasn't been the same since that day. Maybe that's a good thing. I watch Melissa posing for photos, still the center of attention. But now I have my own spotlight, and it's getting brighter every day. That's the end of Hannah's story of finally gaining recognition after years in her sister's shadow. What would you have done in Hannah's position? Would you have accepted Melissa's apology after the public humiliation? Or do you think Hannah was right to stand firm and reject it after years of similar treatment? Share your thoughts in the comments. Did you ever have to deal with a toxic family member who only valued you when you had something they wanted? How did you handle it? If you enjoyed this revenge story, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about standing up to toxic people.